What's up, Lazy Couch Comedy? Today we're going to be giving back to the community, and what we're going to do is go buy some Little Caesars pizza. I know it's not a lot or anything, but it's something. And I don't have a lot, but I want you guys to pay this forward and go help out. Go do something, Go help others in any way you can. Whether it's fucking helping old people or something. I don't know, dude. But what we're gonna do is go get them Little Caesars pizza, some water. Also, I want to give a shout out to Abel, Arius, and my mom for buying some shirts. So the shirt they bought is some of the money that's going towards what we're gonna feed the homeless right now in a bit. And hopefully we get to do some interviews on them and just see pretty much what's going on with them and stuff, and yeah. And I mean, a lot of people said don't record it, don't do this, don't do that, but I want you guys to know, like, it would be great if I could get some clout off of it. It would be great. But also, I want you guys to just, if I could fucking do it, you could do it. Why not, Like, I don't understand why so many fucking people are so greedy. The only thing I'm greedy with is my hot Cheetos. But don't be too fucking greedy, dude. Go do something, man. Go help people out and shit. Just got done buying some of the stuff. Well, I got these dudes, bro. I got the bros some brewskis for the homeless, Hey, they go through hard times, bro. You gotta hook them up with some brews. I got some cookies on those hoes, and some waters, and some red Solo cups. They didn't sell the bottles because it's fucking coronavirus bullshit. So yeah, there's no bottles. And look what I found, man. Look what I found. Damn, Lazy Couch Comedy, dude. What do you gotta say about that, bro?
I don't know. I'm surprised it even lasted.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, we're gonna go get the pizza right now, and then go give it to the homeless, and yeah. So, but another thing is, dude, like, a lot of people probably are gonna like hate and be like, oh, well, he shouldn't be buying them beer, blah blah blah. Like, that's what I want to fucking buy them. If you don't fucking like it, you go do something, nigga. You go give them motherfucking something, nigga. Bitch. Nigga. Bitch. Anyways, homie. We just bought the Little Caesars pizza right now. We got 4 of them. And we're about to go give it to the homeless after this. And yeah, we'll be back. Also found another sticker.
Huh?
Yo, what up, baby? What it do? Shit, it's right here, nigga. What you gotta say for all the ladies? Oh, hell no, nigga. We still waiting for the pizza. We're waiting for the pizza. So we got the stuff. We're gonna go give it to them and shit. And yeah, hopefully they're thankful and stuff. And I just want to share blessings. Like I said, I'm not rich. I'm not whatever. But it's always good to help other people out. So, can you get closer? Come closer. Like I was saying, it's always good to help people out. I mean, even if you don't know, some people are just less fortunate than others. Right, is that how you say it? Yeah, I believe so. Less fortunate than others. And yeah, man, like, fuck, go help someone out or some shit, even if it's like fucking a dude asking for $1, or fuck that, don't even give them $1. Buy them something to eat. So you don't know if they're gonna buy it like with meth, anything like that, That's how I usually
maybe 2 blocks away from where we're standing right now. I went to college for 14 years. I got all kinds of degrees. I've been to 56 countries, and now I'm homeless and living in Canton Street. Mental illness, my friend. Mental illness is my deal. But there are people here because they like to be homeless, and there are people here because they're out of work, and there are people here because they're hiding from someone. Everyone's got their own deal. But me, I've become very afraid lately.
Oh yeah.
I never used to be afraid on the streets, but in the last year, it's encroaching on me. The badness had me circled in downtown LA. That's where I was living. When I first moved in, there were, let's say, 10 tents, and 6 of them were people, honest, trying to survive.
Yeah.
And the rest might have been drug dealers or what have you. Now I was the only one left. And you can't be a small fish swimming in an aquarium full of sharks, because God knows they burned me over and over again. Even though I was very charitable and I fed them and I really denied people nothing.
Yeah.
I actually spend my food stamp money on food, you know?
Yeah.
And I always had something to eat. But it turns out down the road when you get burned, it was that last guy you fed that, you know, came and took everything you owned. Anyway, that's what I have to say as a prelim to what you have to say, so,
Yeah. All right, so you said you had like mental illness and stuff like that, and that's like, how did that come about?
I woke up one day crazy. It's that simple. That's usually how it is. Trees turned into people and started talking to me, and they told me things that were going to happen, and they did. Funny thing about trees, I'm not the only schizophrenic that has that same thing. I just met him a few months ago. We're like this close on the crazy scale.
Yeah.
But I had an incident lately where I was camping on the freeway in East LA in my tent. And there were a dozen people there. Everyone had a personality and a voice and everything. And I found out on the 7th day when I got up, there was nobody there. There hadn't been anyone there. No fingerprints, no footprints, no nothing. All the litter that comes with people, there was none. And I ran to the nearest mental hospital because I was all in my head.
Yeah.
For that week, I was living in a world that didn't exist.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid I'm getting deeper and deeper into schizoland.
Yeah, but that's something like that just drastically changed your life, and then now you're here, and now you're living how, I don't know, dude, it's just hard. It's real hard, huh?
Being homeless like where I was in downtown LA was not hard. Being schizophrenic and homeless was hard.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely, because now
there's always someone to feed you there. Now we're at our shelter down the street. They feed us too. I got 17 meals one 4th of July. 17 meals, people driving up.
Oh, that's nice.
And they were like professional meals. One time a guy drove up and asked me if I wanted some Chinese food. I said, sure. He hands me these 2 bags and they weighed a ton. I looked at them and one bag had 3 bottles of wine and a bottle of champagne. Good champagne. And the other one had 4 boxes of untouched gourmet Chinese food. I'd never seen Chinese food like this before. It was all laid out, platters and stuff. It was magnificent. And I tiptoed into my tent and get my mouth shut and eat the whole thing for a couple of days.
Yeah, right?
But there are a lot of nice people.
Yeah. Trying to spread like the positive message, like it's hard, like everyone drives down the street and sees this and they don't think twice about it, they don't think at all, but once they're here, it's a whole different energy.
Whole different vibe, whole different.
Exactly.
We get people walking by holding their noses.
Oh, mommy, they smell so bad.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
When, quite frankly, we don't smell bad. You know, give us a week.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can work up with something.
Yeah.
But as a general rule, people are rude. You see them drive by in the cars
yeah, it's so stupid.
that pisses me off.
Yeah, it's
like,
like, dude, you don't know what happened to them. You don't know what they came
And
from.
you, not only that, you don't know what the fuck they're going through.
Yeah, you don't know what they're going through.
At the end of the day, they're driving a car and going home to their fucking bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
And that people are just fucking selfish and greedy.
Exactly.
But I'll say one thing about being homeless. When I had a house a couple blocks here, it was worth almost $5 when I lost it to a bank. They stole it from me, by the way.
Wow.
It was paid for. Chase Bank is the devil.
Chase, I never trusted Chase Bank. I never trusted Chase Bank.
They had me declared unable to take care of my not finances, my life in Texas. I didn't have a loan with them or anything. I mean, we used to when the house wasn't paid off.
Yeah.
And one day they walked up and told me I had 30 days to leave. 2 years earlier, they had done this thing in Texas, and nobody ever told me. Nobody ever sent me a letter. And they came back another 30 days later with 2 marshals and escorted me out of my house where I lived for 50 years.
No way.
Yeah. It was paid for, lock, stock, and barrel. $128 a year income tax, property tax.
Yeah, property tax.
120.
Yeah, property. That's.
But when I walked away from that house, I have to tell you, whew, so did 90% of my worries.
Yeah.
All I have to do now is literally collect a bag of cans a day, and I can survive. And it's pretty easy to do that. I can get a half a can right here.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm legal.
Yeah.
I'm not lazy. I recycle.
Yeah.
I make money the hard way, a nickel and a dime at a time. Mark my words, I'm going to die one day bending over to pick up a nickel. Watch. I'm going to get hit by a bus or something. But I've always been a finder.
Yeah. Out of everyone, you seem like.
Before you ask me.
Yeah.
My name is Philip Joseph Hahn. H-A-H-N.
And if you see this guy, dude, in Covina, LA,
No, but I'm leaving. I'm going to
Venice. If you see this guy at fucking Venice,
give me money.
give him money.
Give him money.
Give him money, food, whatever, bro. Give him anything, bro. He's the coolest fucking dude.
Give me a carton of cigarettes and I'll sell them for $1 each to all the goddamn homeless people.
See, he actually tried.
You see this guy's trying instead of motherfuckers that I try to give food and they're like, I want the money. Motherfuckers. All right.
Well, money's always nice, but
See that guy, man.
Faster. Like that.
Got done passing everything out. I want to thank the one of the homeless dudes I got to interview. He is real cool. I hope he takes care of like his mental health and stuff as well, you know. And yeah, it's just, you know, a lot of them I feel some I feel sad for. Some want to be out there and just do drugs and certain things. Some of them do have addiction. Some of them have mental problems, and some of them are just unfortunate. Some of them, it's unfortunate for them to be out there and just be on the street, you know, like the other dude said, his mom and dad died, and I guess one of his siblings took like all the stuff that his mom and dad had, and he was left with nothing, and I guess she was just like a heartless person, I guess, and so that's why he was on the street. But yeah, that sucks, you know, for some people. But I mean, sometimes the cases, they're not always crazy, or oh, homeless people always smell, they're crazy, I don't want to catch a disease, like they're human too. So, but not only about homeless people, but just go out and help your community. This is what this whole video that I did, that's what the video was for. Just go out, help your community in any way, even if it's like trying to teach kids something, or freaking picking up trash or anything, man, you know, just try to go help out, you know. But thank y'all niggas for watching. I love y'all. And Lazy Couch Comedy, dog. You know what it is, gang. But for real.